I'm following entertainment, pop culture, Depp vs. Heard, things like that. This here is from the news, or they call themselves the international news, and that's kind of what I'm here to talk about. A lot of times, I try to figure out what website is on Johnny's side and Amber's side, who's doing a good job and who isn't. And this here article is like a paragraph and a half. So you gotta think, what are the intentions here? What are the intentions when an outlet writes an article that's so short? Well, it seems like they just want to get out information to change minds as wide and far as they can with as little effort as they can with just a headline, basically. In this case, kind of negative towards Johnny. There's also a site called Geo News. You guys might know them, and they also write some really short articles. But the difference with them is I just don't think they really know exactly what they're doing, what's going on, in the same way that the news does. It seems like Geo News kind of copies other sources and just reports on reports. This here seems like a report on a report. However, I don't know. I just feel intentions that aren't so good. It says, Amber Heard cannot handle Johnny Depp's constant success alone source. Amber Heard reportedly can't handle Johnny Depp's success any longer. From September 1st, 2022, by the way, so pretty new. Now, one thing Amber said was that she understands Johnny. She doesn't have these hard feelings anymore, something to that extent. If that's true, well, why would this report be coming out? Why would she feel like that? Well, let's read a little more. Then we could speculate a little better. Amber Heard has reportedly been relying on the continued support of her sister Whitney when it comes to handling Johnny Depp's continued success in the media after the defamation case. But wait a minute. Johnny doesn't actually have success from the media. The media, on the large, is kind of against Johnny. But I guess she's also got to see the positive stuff too. I mean, we know Newsweek has got all these smear like stories out there. This revelation has been brought to light by an inside source close to Hollywood life. Of course, it's always an inside source for an article that's a paragraph and a half. According to the source, Whitney has been a pillar of strength for Amber throughout this whole ordeal, and she doesn't know what she would do without her by her side. Especially since Amber knows it was a lot to deal with and she couldn't have done it without her. Now, the reason I would possibly think this is true is because the one person that we see always by Amber's side is her sister. Your brother or sister will be the one to stick it out for you even when they know you're wrong. Even when they've also seen a 6-week trial in which evidence was fundamentally against you. So, to get a little bit more content out of this website here, I had to clip out some things from a short video they had. Amber really wasn't surprised Whitney spoke up because she knows. Of course, Whitney knows. Only Whitney and Amber know, and I guess Eve Barlow. Her sister will always have her back. Whitney still can't believe Johnny. I mean, she's gonna say that, sure. And look at the pictures of Johnny they pick. They pick the worst stills. Not smiling, not serious, not contemplating things. They try to pick these smirks. I mean, you could probably get like 1,000 frames out of like 2 seconds of someone's movement. So pictures are real hard to get a great judgment on something. Now, you can use pictures for context. Like when you see James Wan sitting at a dinner table with Amber Heard, it doesn't really matter the expressions on their face. What you're seeing is what's going on in that situation. But when they take a still of Johnny when he's been in the same room for like 7 hours for the day, well, it's a little different. There's no context here that we need. When you have a picture of Amber at supposedly a Black Lives Matter rally, but the picture is probably widespread opinion, fake, well, that's context. The look on someone's face doesn't matter, but they pick these looks on Johnny's face to try to make him look devious. And the ones of Amber are sad, and she's getting the short end of the stick. She's never played Monopoly or Hot Chocolate with anyone in her life. No one important, that is. So it says to continue it, still can't believe Johnny is being placed on this pedestal and she feels awful for her sister. Okay, so Johnny's not being placed on anything by anyone. What's going on is companies who see they can be a good partner with Johnny for mutual beneficial reasons are hiring him again because the verdict was positive and they can now. If some creep says, Johnny Depp's an abuser, don't hire him, well, they could just say, the verdict in Virginia, sorry. He was abused and defamed, we're hiring him, shut up, please. So anyway, let me know what you think down below. Would you say this is true? I don't know, I give it 50-50. Like I said, I could see Whitney sticking by Amber's side. I could also see Amber being pretty upset about these things, seeing Johnny on MTV, movie coming up with Al Pacino, Johnny as a director, but that's fine too, still a movie with Al Pacino. Dior contract signed again, and for a hefty amount I hear. Plus, to top it all off, his tour seems pretty successful with the music legend Jeff Beck. Consider subscribing here. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. Rant done for now. See you next time.